And alrighty, folky dokes, we are back live once again, and we're continuing along with our playthrough of No Man's Sky. So, hey there, hi there, ho there, Duders and Dudettes. Welcome back, and a fine welcome to you if you're new to the broadcast. We're happy to have you along for the ride. And where that ride currently sees us is on a distant planet. We've already cracked the echolocator to show us to a harmonic camp, but I had an idea a couple days ago and I got bored waiting on getting ourselves the living ship, so I decided to implement said idea. So we're going to begin with story time via the communication stations. So, once we procure the Sentinel ship, you'll get the portal glyphs if you want to come on by and have a chuckle at the story again. But with that said, let us pop on out of Agent Venom here and get to it. Our tale begins on a seasonally balmy yet dreary October Eve. The scene, a retro delicatessen rife with the scent of assorted kosher meats. The owner, a wily Turkish man, slovenly operates the slicer. "Egads," he exclaims in a stunned tone. For the finely sliced pastrami he aimed to procure for his evening meal had transformed right before his very eyes. To his shock and disbelief, he turned to run in horror for what was once a succulent and savory cut of brisket had materialized into Mind the Shrubbery. Alyssa McCanty's OnlyFans page. Yeah, like I said, I got bored, so there you go. That's gonna confuse the ever-loving shit out of anybody who doesn't watch the channel and stumbles upon that, and that is the point. So, I think it was pretty tame. There was no profanity. I know. So, hopefully that doesn't get us flagged. But, yeah, this is what happens when boredom sets in here at the channel. So, yeah, enjoy. Anywho, maybe that provides y'all a chuckle. Moving on. Doink. Yeah, we'll set you up a communication station over here. And for this one, we're gonna give a shout out. So long. Thanks for all the fish. Sure, we're gonna have to tractuate it. Yeah, we can fit and in there. Make it an accurate quote. This is a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So, yeah, there you go. I think they're far enough apart that y'all will be able to decipher what goes where. be any more confusing than that little story up there is going to be. But, and per usual, we'll do a scan and see the autophages are out and about. Get ourselves some void motes. There we go. The rest of that was pretty atrocious. Gonna get rid of you. Gonna get rid of you. And get that. Alright, I thought I had a stack of multi-tools going, but I guess we went through all those. And... alright, I was gonna say, nobody's home? Alright, offer assistance. Evacuate buried scrap. This is a new one. No, excavate. Yeah, that's a whole different term. Aww, son of a... I might be abandoning that mission. I don't want to have to go and come back. And... oh, okay, we get a... now it's going to be worthwhile. Where'd the other chucklehead go? Is it going to be a 3-for-1 special? Collect one inverted mirror. Alright. Those were the kind of missions we were looking for. And I just read that as excrement, but he gave us the word excitement. Next order of business. We have 12, 2, and 7. That's doing its thing. Before we came back on, I did finally find myself at one of these. And I wrote down all the glyphs, so we have them numeric now. Instead of me coming up with weird visualizations, I'll just give you the numeric version of the glyphs when we get to doing that. Next order of business, we need to find that scrap. And I do believe we're only going to have to find one to proc the mission. Of course, it's going to be a ways away. If there wasn't two of them that gave the mission, I probably would have just abandoned it. Because, especially with this being such a hilly locale, it's definitely going to be a pain in the nuggets. But there being two of them that requested the same mission, we should be able to do it easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And it'll help pad the runtime of this installment, so... is that. Oh why do we need to be so far away from the objective? We can utilize this thing right here, as long as we don't slide down the damn mountain. Good God, how far away is this frickin' thing? And we have curious deposits available. it is a decent amount of them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother with that. If it was anything like a mold horror farm, I would have put down a save beacon for other people to utilize. Where, oh where, is this damn thing? Probably all the way across this. I really regret undertaking this quest. Oh god. It's gotta be all the way across there. There is no way in hell I'm making that distance. If we weren't on a slant, I'd call in the ship right now. Let's get up here to Flatland. We're just gonna take the ship over there. This is becoming quite more of an undertaking than I expected it to. Oh, don't do me like that. There you go. Oh, look, there it is. No, wait. We found a different one. Are you for serious? Ah, Chewbacca. Alright, I might have still wanted to use the plane, the ship. Let's see if we can't just cut right through this mountain. Man, it's probably gonna block us. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Why are you still searching shit? We know where we're going. Gun by golly. There's nothing over there. Yep, see, we just got stonewalled. Son of a bitch. Oh. That's what I hate about these types of planets. See the outside world, please? I'm still getting closer to it. Oh, I regret everything. You're closer. We're gonna go for you. Perhaps. Let's try going upwards. Just feels like we'd be going for an eternity if we kept going straight. There you go. Holy bejesus. Yay. Oh, good God. Why? Why must you do these things to us? Are you having a seizure? Hey, we got the thing. Are we still gonna get attacked? Oh, good lord. Why are you attacking me? I don't want to play that game. Chuckleheads. God, they're calling in the cavalry, son of a bitch. This is not what I wanted to deal with. Did you want to actually land your shots there, buddy? There you go. I mean, if we hadn't already procced the ship, I probably would take them all on. Run away! There you go. Hey, look at that, flatland. You might want to watch yourself. Like the foot from Monty Python. Here we go. Alright, so I want to go back to the camp. Wouldn't you know, it wasn't all that far away. Today, Junior. Okay. So long, thanks for all the fish. Alright, where the hell are you? There you are. There's one of them. Now we get to see if that actually works. No. Nope. Oh, there's no way in hell I'm going to do another one. Alright, so that didn't work out the way I expected it to. Like I said, I had one where it was repair a autophage, and all three of the guys at the camp requested it. But all I had to do was repair one, and it completed the mission for all three. So that may have been a glitch, or maybe it does work for that one. But we have learned that it does not work for those ones. There was no way in hell I was going to go search for more buried treasure to appease him for his void modes. Put them in an awkward position. They're never on the ground, they're always high above a hilltop. And it... Yeah, no, that's a goofy looking jalopy. I don't care what the class is. Take that. Some of the autophages request scrap metal. Let's see. It's a C class, even better. So, yeah. I don't think anyone is going to be looking for this bad boy. It's not to say that there aren't high a variety in the area, but we're not going to be looking for him because not going to be a keeper. Well, we'll see what it transforms into once we get an add-on. Next up, we need to activate the brain. Oh goody, you're right by a cabin. Definitely don't want to land in there. But we have an Atlantic multi-tool. Take a look and see what's on tap. Probably not going to take it because we already got two. One of which I'm not a fan of. Aside from the fact that it's got adjoining supercharge slots. But my issue with these things is we break them out. We get the suppository. We made this an S-class, as is represented right there, but for some strange reason, there's only two supercharge slots. I don't know if we need to open up all this down here. Maybe we'll get some more, but normally they're in the top 3 rows. Again, as we can see, none of these other ones are supercharged, except for these two right here. So I don't know if that's just the way it is with the Atlantids. Maybe they only get 2 supercharge slots. Or maybe I've just gotten some duds. But, kind of a shame if that is the case. If we do happen to come across a nice one, we will switch over to the one that I don't mind parting with. And it is a C-class. That is quite the cool looking trigger there. I actually kind of like that one. It's got the same barrel as our suppository. It's inverted. It's got some silver to it. It's kind of cool. Again, that firing mechanism is pretty unique. That's the first time I've seen that. No supercharged slots, though. There's also a lot of unclaimed territory here, so... another thing that I would like to point out is when you go for these weapons, unlike most of the other ones, they cost nanites. Unless, of course, you replace them for another one. But again, as you can see, this one is A-class with 2 supercharged slots side by side. So I don't know if I want to take the chance and go for this one. I'm gonna. Fuck it. They also look a lot cooler in first-person mode. But that's not a multi-tool we're going to be using, so let's get back to that bad boy. Get away from this obnoxiously loud monolith. Another annoying thing is you always have to go back to the log when you get the Atlantids. So, Again, we'll head back. We'll pop this puppy into the sky. I, again, don't think it's going to be a keeper, and I really don't think many people are going to want to go for it, but we will give you all the portal address. Once we go through the process here. I'm not going to put a communication station down here because why the heck would you want to grab a C-class? There is one at the Harmonic Camp, so hopefully you'll have better results than we got. Maybe find a B-class or an A-class, possibly an S. Lord only knows. But yeah, ground flow looks pretty daggum goofy and bland, but let's see what it opens up to. Nope. The wings went down at a 45-degree angle, and that's it. This one sucks. Oh, excuse me, the legs popped out a little bit, too. Anywho, definitely going to be going to the scrap heap. Next order of business, let's get y'all the portal glyphs. You're gonna go there and blah. And alrighty, as stated, we did write down all the glyphs to a numeric stance, so Sultan, our guide here. First glyph is gonna be number 7, the battleship, followed by glyph number 1, the moon over the waves. Followed by glyph number 4, the Loch Ness Monster, which is followed by glyph number 5, the half moon with a tail, followed by glyph 16, the Triforce, followed by glyph 14, the rocket, followed by glyph number 6, the hot air balloon. We have another rocket, which would be glyph 14, followed by the dragonfly looking thing, which would be glyph number 9, followed by Loch Ness Monster again, glyph number 4, followed by the moon over the waves, glyph number 1, and finishing up with the teepee, which would be glyph number 13. Ooh. You want to make your way here to Atelier, number 9. That would be the portal address to get you here. Do keep in mind we left a little story time communication bubble for you all to check out if you didn't catch the intro to the video. So hopefully that provides you a chuckle. But that's going to do it for this here planet. So, moving on. Already been to the space station, hit up the guild, so we just need to get to the galaxy map and get the heck on out of here. Alright. Dissonant planet. There you go. And it's Gek planet, so we can do some freighter battles too. After an absolutely aggravating time on that planet, I would like to get some frustration out by shooting down some freighters if we can. As y'all know, the Geks don't really care for us, and we aim to keep it that way, so... Ain't got no freighters, but that don't mean they ain't gonna bop on in while we're moving around here. And we don't need to go there. There's no one. Wait a second, it's a frothing planet. It's gonna be the bubbles, and it's probably not gonna be ships. We'll give it a check, but I don't think so. last time I had this set up, it was empty plan. Okay. Roll on in, yep, there's your bubbles. Oh, I'm gonna grab that though. Just to make sure. Yep, no harmonies detected. Alright, let's get the hijack laser. You want to get off the screen, please? Oh, that's the hijack laser. We want you. There. If it wasn't right there, I would have just kept going on my merry way, but sometimes you get echolocators from those, so it's worthwhile. But not the case. And strike two. We didn't get no freighters to warp on in, so it's gonna do it for this here system. I want to get closer to the galactic core, so let's zoom on in a little bit. That does not have any life forms. There's not going to be ships there. Gag system number 2. We'll have better luck. If you've been following along and you're eagerly anticipating the living ship finally paying off, as we did the math, it should be probably around 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, that we'll be able to run out the clock and hopefully finally procure that bad boy. As I explained to one of our subscribers, Jamie, once we complete that, we're probably going to be moving on to a different title. Because out of all the things that we could do in this game, that is pretty much the last thing available to us. But if you're a fan of this kind of genre, you will be happy to hear that the next game we're featuring will be a game called Everspace 2. Not so much planetary exploration, but space-style combat, there's aplenty. So, maybe in your wheelhouse. Previously played the first one probably about 6 months or so ago, maybe even longer. They had that on PlayStation Plus. It may still be available. It's relatively easy platinum. Like I said, oh great, another mountainous planet. Like I said, if you enjoy like the space combat aspect of these games, and you have PlayStation Plus, feel free to type that into your search bar, maybe give it a whirl. Perhaps you'll like that as well.
Navigational data received.
I know the follow-up sequel is a little bit different from the original. But pretty much the same at the same time, so I don't think we're going to have any issues with it. I was looking over the trophies. Some of them seemed a little intensive, so I don't think it's going to be as easy a platinum as the first one. Appeared like it's going to be vastly more time consuming, but that ain't no problem. Actually prefer it if it takes some time. I don't like quick and easy. I'll do your typical Cowboy Bebop reference here. Carry that weight. Here you go. Communication station zip. Let's grab these wheelbarrows of goodies. Check in with the autophages if they happen to be around. Let's see why they wouldn't. Come on, storage item. No? No, we didn't get a storage item. You son of a bitch. Not guaranteed. I mean, you can get multi-tools as we previously did. Sometimes you get lucky, you get a few of them. Next order of business. Hey, Wiz. We are not going to do any of the missions that require us to leave. Salvage stash ship components. Construct anchor. Salvage from a down star. Yeah, that's going to have us going off the beaten path. I'm good. That we can do.
Incoming storm.
Hear that, guys? You might want to seek shelter. And we have plenty of those. Again, once you get to the autophage quest, and you start doing missions for these guys, I do highly recommend. Gather up a bunch of inverted mirrors. Sometimes they ask for 4 radiant shards, crystallized hearts. All of which you can get in the planets, but like I said, if you stockpile them, you don't have to go out of your way to provide them. And it makes farming void motes all the more easier. So, we've got 16 minus 2, 14, 4, and 10. What? Did my math not math? Oh, 14, 4, and 10. I don't kid you when I tell you I got fucking bad memory. That's more like it. The terminal has ceased its digital wayland and permitted access to the camp systems. But back to the autophages, other items that they may require. They have hit us up for paraffinium, chromatic metal, other such elements. So again, be sure to have a good stack of those with you at all times. Yeah, like the way we do it, we got all sorts of elements over here to the left. Because not only do you need them for the autophages, but if you go in for distress signals and ships, if you need to repair them, it's always good to have these kind of stuff on you. Activated copper, so on and so forth. Yeah, not necessary, but that's just how I like to roll. I like to be prepared. Unless I gotta run around. The quicker I can just get in and out on stuff, the happier I am. And what do we have here? USB wings, atrocious orangey color. We got a few thrusters in the back, so that's kind of sweet. How's the front look? I don't know if you like a big gal, bulbous lassie, this might be right up your alley. Front doesn't look too bad. I usually consider myself more of the back end. I guess I'm an ass type of guy. But, it's more so because that's more what you're going to be staring at flying the thing. So, yeah, it's also got the little escalator stairs in the back, too. That's usually a, downgrade for me. We have a B-class ship. Not the best. It'll definitely fetch a little bit more currency than the previous ship. So there's that. Now we need to activate our brain. Soon we're going behind ourselves. What a surprise. Alright. Not necessary that we're going to find a Atlantid weapon here. It's been hit or miss. But I am interested to see if you can find any. All the ones we've found have been C-class. I don't know if that's how they're all going to come initially. I'd like to believe that the classes will vary, but until I see otherwise, I'm led to believe that they're always going to be a C. We don't have one here, though, so we're not going to find out now. So it looks like we're just getting a ship and getting the heck out of Dodge. All right. Should still be available to us. Like I said, if you interact with it when it's got an Atlantid weapon, you're gonna have to go into your log and proc it again to get the ship icon back up. That's the only time I've ever incurred that, so... destination. Grab up these radiant shards before we finish it off, yeah? I mean, the wings kind of look cool. It's just that color is god-awful as far as I'm concerned. There we go. We got 2 supercharged slots, kind of relatively close. I don't know where the others would fall. I'm not going to upgrade it to an S to find out for you, but if you are so inclined, I'll leave that up to you. But as it stands, it is going to be valued at about 38 million units, so certainly worth the scrap. Next up, we're going to pop it into the sky, see what it fully looks like. Yeah, not much of a transformation. Sometimes it's like they become a whole different ship. Few and far between. Alright, oh. Yeah, we already grabbed the scrap metal off of that. So, next order of business. I don't think we have to worry about our hazard protection. We can do this right now. Get you all the portal address. And we will consult our doohickey that we got here. First order of business, we've got the Loch Ness Monster, which would be glyph number 4, followed by the Bird, which would be glyph number 2, followed by the Galactic Spiral, which is glyph number 10. Next up is the Rocket Ship, which is glyph number 14. That's followed by the Triforce, glyph number 16. Then we have another Rocket Ship, again, glyph number 14. Followed by the Hot Air Balloon, which would be glyph number 6. Followed by yet another Rocket Ship, 14. And we get the Bug, which is glyph number 8. Followed by another Loch Ness Monster, which is glyph number 4. Followed by the Moon Over the Waves, glyph number 1. And then we get the Hexagon type of thing, and that would be glyph number 11 to finish it off. So, if you're looking to swing on by and grab this ship up, that would be your portal address. Again, we left a communication station at one of the Harmonic camps, so feel free to utilize that. I don't believe we need to stick around for anything else. And we're going to pop on into the space station, because I know slots are getting low. We might as well unload the ships we picked up. Hit up the guild. Maybe some freighters will pop on in. We can shoot them to smithereens. Again, one of the things that I recommend is you have 3 different races. You've also got the outlaw stations, systems. Excuse me. You can blast all the freighters you like in the outlaw systems. It's not gonna deplete your standing with any of the races, unless of course there is a race attached to the outlaw station. Then yes, you will lose some reputation. But we decided on disaligning with the Gex, but the Korvax and the Vikings we get along with quite well, and I don't wish to impede upon that. So usually if I find myself in the Gex system and there's freighters nearby, I'll shoot the ever-loving shit out of them. You can also reset your reputation through this machine here if you have a forged passport, but that's only going to bring you back to 0. And do keep in mind that the lower your reputation, the less of a discount you're going to receive at the merchants in those systems. The maximum you would get is 50% off. So if you are, like us, not so well liked by these frog-eyed fuckers, do your trading elsewhere, because you're going to get more bang for your buck. I don't think we need to do any trading here. Yeah, we got rid of all of our upgrade modules. We do get a storage argument. We have 5, but actually I could put them in the technology slots. Yeah, we'll just save them. That's fine. Next order of business, we need to unload some ships. You're going. Again, if you hide up for currency, going around and gathering up these ships is well worth the effort exerted. So we can make quite a decent amount very quickly. That's keeper. And another thing I recommend is, because they're all going to be mixed together, if I know for a certain they're going to sell them, usually when I hop in to claim it, I'll edit the name to sell, just to make it easier on myself. Wait a second, that looks like one we want to keep. Yeah, that's the one that, good old Jamie pointed out to us. Yeah, it wants to go. I haven't ridden around in it, so I haven't come up with a name for it. Again, this is what I recommend. Naming the ships you're going to sell to sell. Before you go doing something stupid like we almost just did. I want to say that's the only 2... Yeah, 'cause that's our solar ship. This is our fighter that we intend to keep. Got Grendel Stiltskin, Frankenbeans, Agent Venom. And we also got the Blue Beetle over there. Actually, no, that's the riffraff. We sold the Blue Beetle, fortunately. Let me go back to Agent Venom. Actually, I think we need to break out the Frankenbeans to put those salvageable items in. Oh shit, no, I sold them all. So all my AI valves, the spool and nano cables and all that kind of shit, I was throwing into this ship to stockpile them, but as we can see, we cashed those in. Now we're closing in on our 2nd billion. So really don't need to do that anymore. Let's go to Agent Venom, because as we can see, we've got all sorts of inventory space here, so we can just store it in here from now on. I like to keep my exosuit inventory as open as possible. Just what works for me. Looking like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Alright, let's see. I think the freighters know better than to fucking swarm on in. This is the 2nd Gek system we went to, and not a single one. They know what we want to do. I'm not going to hang around and wait. So, moving on. Alright, and I got a question, because I looked up on the wiki. These little icons here, if anybody could inform me as to what the fuck those are for, because it's the only icon that's not listed on the guide. And I have yet to be able to figure out what they represent. But I keep seeing them. Maybe it's a portal? Again, I got no idea, but if anybody wants to point that out and inform me, I would be very appreciative for that information. We'll come across a dissonant in the next second or two. We're going to zoom a little bit further ahead. Alright, where's that galaxy core? There you go. Nope, we just had one. There you go. And another Gex system. At least they're staying consistent. We might actually have a freighter battle on our hands. We've done quite a few warps. Womp womp. Is not the case. Alright, so let's figure out where our dissonant planet is. It's not the caustic planet. Is it this lovely one right here? And we have a winner. It's the Hymen planet. What? The fuck was that all about? Alright, so it's a frost planet. We've got dioxide, which I think we are quite well stocked on. Hopefully it's not mountainous. Appears to be quite flat. Ah, that's because it's all like water. I scout out, see if we can find some dissonance resonators, which is going to be very difficult with all these trees. I kind of want to bop into the ocean and scan the life forms since we're nearby. Can do. Yep. Get that procced and ready for us when we get back up. That's what we're looking for. Usually 3, sometimes 4. Let's pop in and take a look at exactly what we're looking for here. 2 more underwater, a common and a rare. Just waiting on the rare at this point. There we go. It didn't look like there were any underground, so I'm gonna try and get all of them. Look at you, you little butt nugget. It's fucking tiny. I saw some aerial ones. Of course, they're hiding on the other side of this. And they still are. There you go. Want to scan it? Thank you. Ever so appreciate that. You can never have enough units, so might as well gather up what we can here. It's certainly the case with the nanites. Hence why if it seems like it's going to be easy enough to get all the fauna, I usually go for it. Pretty sure we'll have some more aerial ones. Followed by any dissonance resonators we see. I don't see any on the screen, so we're probably not going to find those. Let's go back in. We need 4 more. What are we looking for? We got rare ground, and rare flying. Mostly diurnals. That's during the day. Thankfully, they're all over the planet, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get them all. What's up, Optimus Prime? How you doing? Ah, friend. I ain't your friend, buddy. You ain't my buddy, guy. Oh, you got suspicious tech. Oh, it's unfortunate that I don't need to purchase any, so... Have a day. I might as well scan that. Two. Getting many flying creatures around here. And there goes the sun, so we're probably not going to get any. We'll have ourselves a look. Maybe we can find that other rare ground creature. You don't necessarily need to find him here, so let's get back to our ship and head over to the Harmonic camp. We can scan you, though. It's always worthwhile to scan whatever you can, because when you do swing by the anomaly, you go to Helios. The more you've gathered up, the more nanite bonus he's going to give you. Speaking of nanite bonuses, we haven't done this in a while either. As we can see, this might get us 1,000. 1,192. Don't forget to do that, kiddos. Pop on in your discoveries. Hit up your upload all. So, they do add up pretty damn quick. Each discovery you get's going to give you 3 nanites. So you don't need to necessarily do it all the time. If you've noticed that you haven't done it in quite a while, probably going to get a decent chunk. fuck are you? Yeah. I was hoping it was going to be a ship. Oh, well, there's a resonator. Are there two of them or just one? Looks like there might be two. Let's get down there and find out. Sometimes they spawn two right side by side. Nope, that's not what we wanted. Fuck me. Yeah, I guess it was just the one. That's why I hate it when there's trees you can barely see. And I was distracted, so I don't even know what we got from that. It was probably an inverted mirror. Yeah, because we would have had 11 there. I'm pretty sure it would automatically put it in there. Yep, I would assume we got an inverted mirror. Not the end of the world. You do get them to drop from the Sentinels too, but I try to avoid dealing with them. They're more of a pain in the ass than your regular Sentinels. There's a storage augment. Right off the rip. They had a multi-tool. Fuck yeah, this camp's making up for the last one. Until I go and say that. That's the noise we're looking for. Why do I feel like I missed one? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we got them all. Alright. Let's pad the procedure. Kill 9 corrupted sentinels. I'm gonna pass. I mean, it's worthwhile. You get usually well over 400 void modes for doing it. Alright, we're gonna do it. If it was only the one of yous. Oh wait, what? Now you want You gotta be a different one. Yeah, the other one. There you go. So again, I just want to see, for curiosity's sake, I assume once we kill 9, we'll be able to turn in the mission to both of them. So usually in this case, I'll go. If there's none nearby, I'll find a distant resonator or a gravitino ball, because they are all over the place. We also want to look for the other... rat nugget. The other rare ground creature. Again, we're not going to be able to find the third until the daylight hours. That's what we're looking for. Let's switch over to our gun and be ready for these pricks. Okay. Seven more to go. that's the big one. Yeah, these are the ones that occasionally drop the echolocators. They're good for crystallized hearts as well. Cool. These are the chuckleheads that I do not like. So that should do it. Yeah, I really don't want to fight the entire waves. That'll proc a ship, and that'll defeat the purpose of us utilizing the terminal over there. Unlike with the dissonance resonators, as soon as you attack them and aggro them, the countdown clock goes to 30 seconds. Whereas if you don't make contact with them, it's usually only about 10 seconds. We're good now. Do you see that guy? What an asshole. Look, he went that way. Just to double check, I don't believe we don't need that. And we don't need you either. Where am I going? We were far enough away from the ship that I don't think it would have went in there, but yeah, we're still at 10. We did not get an echolocator. But we got 2 happy mission givers, so I hope there's the one. Yep. Alright, so if you have multiples of those, you only have to do it once. It's definitely worth it. I was not going to go dig up the salvage scrap, because that's just going to be more of a pain in the ass than it's worth. Alright, so we got 8, 14, and 3. Go a little bit of a distance to get to where we're going, but so good. And we get a communication station here for you, and for a lovely head of advice. Wear your mittens. There you go. Nobody can accuse us of not being thoughtful. Alright, and how far away are we going? Definitely going up Pulse Strata. the final two creatures while we're over here. I don't want to hang around. So let's get to the ship. It's going to take a second for them to load in. Alright, so... Ugh. Is that yellow on blue? Ah, maybe it's all yellow. Alright, jeez. Even still. The nose is kind of cool. Be cooler on a better looking ship. This thing's fucking atrocious. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. Not positive. Blah, 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 blah. No memory deserves erasure. Okay. Told that to my subconscious. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with here. We have a V-class. Be pretty nice to scrap this. Again, I like the front of it, though. That's unique. I'd rarely come across that if we've ever come across it before. Like the little grill.
Incoming storm.
Oh, wonderful.
Thermal protection falling.
Alright, so that drone's likely going to lead us to a dissonance resonator. Might as well give it a go. I suppose we could hit up this harmonic scrap too. Maybe luck out and get some inverted mirrors. Fucking drone go. A bunch of harmonic scrap. Ah, see? That should be enough. Good. Are you the creature I'm looking for? Of course not. You couldn't be so lucky. Oh, but we is. 10 inverted mirrors. Fuck yeah. Yep, alright. We'll be considerate. There's another one over here. Yeah, this one's punching. We can keep that. Occasionally you luck out. I've gotten it where there's like 5 of these things laying around. Yeah, I got a bunch of good shit. I think I wound up with like 30 Walker brains, a bunch of quad servos. Yeah, we need to tweak our hazard protection.
Technology recharge. Units received.
I'll give it a second. If we don't come across the fauna, I'm just gonna move on. Okay. So those are your birds. Now we just got the rare ground one to go. It's a toss-up. Now that we only have the one, I'm even more inclined to stick around till we can get it. did we leave off? Yes, excuse me. I apologize.
Weather update. Storm clearing. Units received. Units received.
I would really hate not to get the nanite bonus now that we just need the one.
Units received. Aw, man, proc this thing. Yeah, fuck it. We already got the stuff out of it. We just need to proc the brain, go to the monolith. Again, my preference is to do that inside of the ship. Wait, there it is. Can you just save yourself a couple of seconds between it zooming on out of the planet, zoom back in. Usually from the harmonic camp, you're gonna have to go out and pulse drive. It's usually quite a clip away. But once you get to the ship, the monolith's not too far. Usually within like 20 seconds or so. I'm gonna try our luck over here, looking for that fauna. We don't have an Atlantid. It would always be on the right on the ground over that. But again, always, if it is there, put in your Atlantidium before you come over here, because if you activate this, you're not going to be able to do the process to get the Atlantid weapon. Because you will not be able to interact with this a second time to do so. Alright. Do we have fauna? Dude, we don't even have any fauna. What the fuck? What the shit is this? Oh! We have it. Very good. And another 428,000 units. And again, got to advise this, when you do get all the fauna around the planet, do not take off. Make sure you go in here and get your nanite bonus. Otherwise, if you forget and try to come on back to it, good luck to you. You won't be able to get it through this method. You have to go into the planet itself and proc it the way we just did, otherwise you will not get it. You won't lose it, it's just a matter of getting back to it without coming to the planet. It will be an absolute pain in the balls. Accomplished everything we set out to do. It's close packing job. Yeah, in the daylight, this thing looks just absolutely hideous. But the added units to our pile will not look so bad, so definitely go and sell it off. Do the usual, pop it up into the sky and take a look. Yeah, it transforms a little bit, but it still looks pretty shitty. Not a fan. Not a fan. But perhaps you might be. So, let's hop inside here. To our usual. And we go with mustard for the yellow ones. And Salter Guide, and for your portal glyphs, if you are so inclined, we have the weird looking thing, which would be glyph number 3, followed by the bird, which is glyph number 2, followed by the spiraling galaxy, which would be glyph number 10, followed by the TP, which is glyph number 13, followed by the Triforce, which is glyph number 16. After that we have the rocket, which is glyph number 14. Followed by that we have the hot air balloon, glyph number 6. Followed by another rocket, number 14. Another hot air balloon, number 6. Followed by the Loch Ness Monster, which is glyph number 4. Followed by that is the moon over the waves, glyph number 1. And then we have another spiraling galaxy, which will be glyph number 10. Alrighty. There you go. And per usual, we put a communication station right by the harmonic cap. We're not going to toss one there because it is a B class. Probably be better off with yours. Maybe something comparable, maybe something better. Who's to say?
Warning. Threat detected.
You highly doubt that this is going to be a threat. Threat to him. Oh, Chuckle Bucket, what are you doing? Flying away from him. Alright, we'll zoom to you. Stop resisting. See if you get the resisting? Yeah, shout ahead. Alright, we are going to make our way to the space station, but in doing so, we are also going to end this lovely stream. We got you guys story time at the start, and 3 new Sentinel ships scattered about. And that lovely sound means I get to go shoot some freighters first. But yeah, we're going to end the stream here. So for those that came on by, gave us a watch, definitely appreciate it. And anyone that makes it to the side of my voice in the future, thank you for watching as well. As always, we appreciate and value your viewership and support of the channel. And hopefully, we'll catch you all on the next one. Hopefully we'll get a living ship during that one too. We'll find out. 16 hours and 31 minutes to go. Alright, that's going to do it for you yours truly. Signing off. This is Slimmy, and we'll see you next time. Till then, peace, y'all.